YouTube friends, this is Michelle from Oregon, and I wanted to just touch base with everybody about my progress. I did get a couple comments about things going on, and I am just very excited. Sorry, I'm wearing my glasses today. I'm staying up really late, getting up really early these days, trying to get everything ready for surgery. And my contacts are just not happy with me right now, so I am doing my glasses for a couple days to give my eyeballs a break. My husband always laughs at me because he thinks I look like a big nerd, but it's okay. I don't care. So my VSG surgery is scheduled for November 16th. Very excited. I can't believe it. It's 10 days from today. Today is Monday the 7th. No, sorry. Monday the 6th. Tomorrow's the 7th. And I'm just very excited that it's only 10 days away. I'm doing a lot of things getting prepared for it. The biggest thing that I'm working on right now is just losing some additional weight before surgery. I've been listening to a lot of YouTube videos. One of the things that I have been listening to recently is Dr. Weinstein. He's from a clinic out in somewhere back east. You may know him. I think he's in Michigan or somewhere back there. And he puts out a lot of videos about vertical sleeve surgery, and I just have been listening to him for over a year now, and I subscribe to him and get all of his updates on his videos. And one of the things that he really harps on is making, my notes just fell on the floor. I had them stickied up on the tripod and they just fell. Stand by one moment. I know they're down here somewhere. I lost them. Found them. So anyways, one thing that he really harps on is that making sure that you're prepared for surgery when you go into surgery, as far as making sure that you're physically prepared as well as mentally prepared, of course, which is something that I hear a lot of people wish that they had done better at mentally preparing themselves. I'll get more into that in a little bit. But physically getting prepared, going on the liver reduction diet, I'm trying to get all that fat stuff off the liver so that it's easier for the surgeon to manipulate, and also trying to reduce that fat wall on your abdomen so that it's easier for the surgeon to get in there laparoscopically, and also easier on your recovery. So a couple things that I'm doing to try to make it easier on my surgeon, Dr. Spite, up at OHSU in Portland, Oregon, and easier for myself on the recovery side of it. A couple things that I'm working on, of course, I mentioned losing weight. My heaviest weight, I'm a tall girl. I'm almost 5'10", and my heaviest weight was 274 pounds. That put me at 40.05% BMI, which is what got my insurance. Many of you have probably seen my videos and seen how frustrated I was going through the insurance authorization process. And that was the one thing, the last thing that I did to try to get my insurance to be able to cover this process, this surgery, was to be able to get over the 40 BMI, which I was able to do. I've been kind of hovering in the last couple years right around, somewhere between 230 pounds and 260 pounds. So I've been fluctuating pretty regularly between that, trying to go on diets and lose weight, and then I would just gain it right back as soon as I would eat 900 calories a day versus 800 calories a day. It's just, my thyroid doesn't work. It's just ridiculous how bad it is. And that's why I'm in this situation. I haven't always been a fat chick. I grew up being fairly slim. I was 150 pounds when I graduated from high school. I was really active growing up. I was a swimmer. I was really active in, in just doing other sports, trying to play volleyball and softball in the summer and different things. So I was always very active, and I never had a weight problem. I had 2 kids early in life. I was, 22 when I had my daughter and 25 when I had my son. I had my tubes tied shortly after my son was born because I was married to Satan. I didn't want to have any more of Satan's children. My kids are amazing though. They've grown up, pretty awesome. So it's okay. I'll give him a pass. He's got another wife that has to deal with him now. So he's completely out of my life, and my kids are grown. I'm 46 now, and I am working really hard on getting down to the 250, 255 range rather than up at the 100 or 274 range. I've been doing the liver reduction diet. I mentioned this in my last video. If you have never heard of that and you're pre-op, your nutritionist has information on that, most likely. There's lots of information out there on the internet for that as well. I'm really happy with the liver reduction diet. I'm happy to eat protein and drink protein shakes and eat vegetables or salad. I did kind of blow it on Saturday night. My husband and I went out for a date, and he wanted Thai food. And my favorite thing at the Thai food restaurant is to get the noodles. So I did get some noodles, but we shared it. I didn't eat the whole plate all by myself, and it had a lot of chicken and a lot of vegetables in it too. So I didn't gain any weight from it. I'm still plugging along, trying to lose every ounce that I can before surgery. I have been really struggling with something else that I wanted to touch on. Let me look at my notes really quick here, make sure I didn't miss anything. I talked about the why for the liver reduction diet and how I'm eating. Another thing that I'm doing to try to lose weight that I'm focusing on is exercise. I've been really in this funk in the last 6 months or so. Well, probably over a year. So I started the whole process up at the hospital in August of last year. And when I first went in, I was 256 pounds and I was 37 BMI. And the nutritionist said, well, your insurance is kind of fickle, so they probably won't approve you unless you're over 40 BMI or you have a comorbidity situation, which I ended up having. I ended up getting diagnosed with severe sleep apnea, but my insurance still denied me because it was being fixed every night every time I used the CPAP. So they were pretty much like, oh, you should just use the CPAP for the rest of your life. It's not medically necessary for you to have the bariatric surgery. But I'm having to use the CPAP. I have sleep apnea because I'm effing fat, and I'm fat because my thyroid doesn't work. If my thyroid would work, I wouldn't be in this situation, but now here I am, 100 pounds overweight, and I have sleep apnea. So anyways, that's my bitterness rant. I'll get off of that because it's all going to get fixed after I get the surgery and I'm able to get back down to a normal weight. Then the sleep apnea will just resolve itself, because I never snored up until I hit about 220 pounds. Once I hit that, then I'm just snoring every single night, and I stop breathing literally 40 plus times a night. That's what was discovered when I did the at-home sleep study. I wasn't even in the clinic. I wasn't in the sleep lab. I was at home with very little devices on me and discovered that that's how bad it was. So yeah, fat girls don't sleep well because they stop breathing is what I've discovered. So anyways, I'm very excited about all the exercise that I've been doing. I've been going out and walking. I live in kind of a hilly neighborhood, so I'm out in my neighborhood in between rainstorms because I am in Oregon and it's raining pretty bad right now. I'm also have a membership at the YMCA, so I went there a couple times this weekend, got on the treadmill and walked a couple miles and got my heart rate up. I also bought a Groupon for a kickboxing class, which has been so fun. I've taken 2 classes with a friend of mine, and I have 2 more left on my Groupon, so I'm going to do one this week and one next week before I go in for surgery. And I'm definitely going to continue that afterwards. And it feels so good to do it. I didn't even hurt that bad after the second time I went. And I know it's because I'm more active. What I was trying to say earlier before I dropped my paper was I was in this holding pattern for that time period because when the nutritionist said, well, the insurance isn't going to qualify, isn't going to approve you until, you know, you're over 40 BMI. So I was terrified to lose weight, which is why I ended up gaining weight so that I could get the insurance to approve you. It's so stupid. It makes me so mad. But now that my surgeon said, well, you're good to go. The insurance won't know if you gain weight or lose weight. We just want you to be healthy for surgery. So try to get active and get some of this weight that you gained off. So I've been very excited to do that, and I love being active, and it's just been an inconvenience to be so big. On the liver reduction diet, I kind of talked a little bit, you know, that I'm eating protein and I'm drinking protein shakes. The protein shake that I found that really works for my lifestyle is the Lean Body or the Body Lean from GNC. Now, this isn't on any other recommendations that I've gotten from the hospital or that I've seen on YouTube or anywhere else, but I really like it. They have the jar with the powder that you can mix, and then they also have, you know, the big huge cases for $20. Now, I think there's 12 bottles, and they're 25 grams of protein each, 170 grams of, or 170 calories, and they're like 3 grams of sugar. So it's perfect. It's right in line with what everybody's recommending to do. So I've been getting cases of those, shoving them in my car, and then when I get to work, I just throw a couple in my bag, and they're really good cold. I've been getting the chocolate because I kind of like chocolate, but there's vanilla and there's snickerdoodle and there's all different kinds of flavors. There's a banana one that I heard was really good, but I really like the chocolate, so I haven't veered away from that. But it's really convenient. So I'm doing that in the morning. I'm pretty much off of coffee. I did have a coffee this morning, but I made it myself, and I only put a little bit of cream in it. But that's because I'm just so tired. I have pretty much been drinking tea primarily and water. I'm just guzzling water constantly, and I think that's really helping. I'm down now to, like I said, I was 274 about a month ago, and I'm down. I got on the scale this morning and I was 261. So I've only got, you know, 6 pounds left to lose to get to that goal. If I can get down to 250, then that'll be even better. But I'm just going to keep plugging away and doing what I'm doing because it's working. Again, I'm probably eating like 600, 700 calories a day, you know, 170 calories in my protein shake, and then my coffee. So it's about 300 calories there. And then I'm just eating like half of a chicken breast with some Brussels sprouts or broccoli or something for lunch or dinner. And, you know, I'm just not eating very much, and I'm okay. I'm hanging. The one thing that I am really struggling with though, is alcohol. Now, I don't want to say I'm an alcoholic because I don't think I'm an alcoholic, but my husband and I kind of have this lifestyle where that's kind of what we do on the weekends, or on the, you know, if it's a weekday and he's had a really stressful day, then we'll go out to, you know, the local bar and have a couple drinks and then come home. I'm totally off alcohol. I've been off alcohol since, you know, before the 1st of the month. So it's 10 days maybe that I've been off alcohol, which isn't very long, but I'm not like going through withdrawals or anything. Like physically, I'm not going through withdrawals, but mentally and emotionally, I just miss the taste of wine. I miss going wine tasting. I miss sitting at the bar talking to my friends and having a glass of wine. And I think it's just the social aspect. My husband wanted to go to our local place last night, and I kind of got mad at him. I was like, I can't go. Like, what am I going to do there? I'm just going to sit there and stare at everybody while they're having a drink. And I'm just like, so what's going on, guys? And, you know, plus when you're not drinking, you know, everybody else is really stupid and seems super obnoxious. And I don't want to be that judgy bitch. So I just don't want to put myself in that situation. So I decided yesterday, he was like, well, I want to go. I want to go. I'm like, well, then go by yourself. It's fine. I'm going to go for a walk. So I ran and I put on my shoes and I headed out the door, and I did, you know, a 45-minute walk around my neighborhood in between rainstorms, and I came back and he was in his pajamas watching Netflix. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess you didn't go. He's like, well, whatever, Michelle. I just didn't want to leave you because then you'd be all butthurt. And I was like, oh my God, you don't get it. You just don't get it. You know, I'm just trying to make those lifestyle changes. I'm trying to get into good habits. I'm trying to feed my mind and my body and my emotions and my spiritual self. I'm trying to feed all of that with good, positive energy. And going to a bar and sitting and staring at people, you know, feeling stupid that I'm not drinking, even though, you know, I'm sure I'll get a ton of comments and everybody will say, oh, well, you know, drinking isn't everything and you don't have to drink to have a good time. You could go. And I know all of that and I'll be fine later. But right now I guess it's just a detachment. It's change. We don't all deal with change very well. So this is just a change, and I would rather lock myself up in the apartment until surgery and not have to face the reality that, you know, I'm making these changes and I'm going to be living differently. And I think that the fear is also there. I'm really fearful that this will impact my relationship with my husband. And, you know, he's not quitting drinking. He's not quitting going to the bars and doing his thing. He's traveling this week for work, so he's going to be doing whatever he wants to do. And, you know, I'll be here hunkering down and getting all my shit together for my surgery and getting my headspace, you know, dialed in. So I think that's a fear that, you know, I'm not, a lot of people I hear on YouTube say, I wasn't emotionally prepared for the surgery in the aspect of how socially different it would be. Thanksgiving is the very next week after I have surgery. I'm already prepared. I'm going to order Sherry's. I'm not going to put myself through trying to cook a week after surgery. I'm just going to order Sherry's and have my husband go pick it up and bring it home. And my son and his girlfriend are going to come over and they can all pig out and do whatever they want to do with all the food I buy. And I'll sit there with my protein shake and my water, and we'll watch the Thanksgiving Day parade like we always do. We'll watch football for 15 hours. It's going to be fine. I'm not really worried about the detachment emotionally from the food. I'm more worried about like what it's gonna be like between my husband and I, and you know, we're just gonna find other things to do and it'll be fine and it'll all work out. It's just part of the experience that I'm going through. One positive thing that I did over the weekend, you know, if you've watched my videos, I kind of talk a lot about meditation and thinking positive. You can see in the background in my house, I've got a lot of Buddhas, and I wear a Buddha around my neck, and I'm not Buddhist. I don't really affiliate with any religion. I just really try to focus on being positive minded and filling my brain and my soul with positive speeches or meditations or affirmations, whatever you want to call them. That's kind of the thing that I do. Friday was a full moon, and you know, if you're not into astrology, it's fine. You know, I love astrology and I love the planets and the moon and the cycles of the moon, and you know, I'm just kind of into it, and I kind of ride the waves as things change throughout the year. And one thing that I did when it was, I'm on the West Coast, I'm in Oregon, so it was about 10:30, close to 10:30 Friday night when it was the peak of the full moon. So I went out on my balcony here behind me. You can kind of see that it's just a very small little space out here, and I've got some flowers and different things out there, and I've got this gorgeous tree. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? There you go. That's better without the glare. You can see the flowers in the tree. And then I've got this little table out here that I kind of put some beautiful flowers. I picked up some flowers from Safeway, and I put some candles out there and some crystals and different things, and I have some other candle things that I hang out there, and I just kind of meditated with the moon, and I wrote some stuff that I read out loud, and just very positive reinforcement. Like this is a life change that I'm making. Yes, the sleeve is a tool, and I'm not going to rely on that 100% or even 50%, that this, you know, this new life, this new journey that I'm embarking on, like this is all up to me, and it's all going to start right here. And if I can convince myself that I am going to be successful, I'm not going to die during surgery, I'm not going to die during kickboxing, I'm not going to die from starvation or get dehydrated. I'm just filling my mind with all the positive affirmations of the things to come in the next couple months. And I don't need alcohol, I don't need to worry about my relationship. I just need to focus on what is important to me, what is important to Michelle. Having a long life. I'm 46, going to be 47 in January, and I don't want to have an extra human being on this frame of body that I have and carrying it around for the rest of my life. I don't want to have sleep apnea for the rest of my life. I don't want to end up with diabetes. All these different things, all these positive things. So the things that I'm focusing on between now and surgery are just filling my brain with positive affirmations and all of the things that I'm changing, and just pushing forward in a positive manner. And that's kind of the update that I have today. So I hope everybody has a great Monday, and I will try to do another update. I'm going away this weekend. My husband's taking me away on a trip just to kind of hang out and kind of have a weekend away from our home before the surgery. So he'll probably be out and about, and I'll probably just be hunkering down in the hotel. So I will do another video then, and you'll see the beach up on the Washington coast, and it's going to be gorgeous, and I'm so excited. But you guys have a great day, and thanks again for watching my videos. I'm sorry this was a little bit long. And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and like my video and leave me comments below, and I'll try to be better at getting back to them. I'll just try to make some time to get that squared away. So thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day. This is Michelle from Oregon. I'll see you soon.